Emerge of a new form of crime targeting motorists in malls. It is an intricate and well-coordinated robbery devoid of violence. Our Crimes and Investigations Unit is lifting the lead on why parking your car at a mall could be the last time that you see it, but mostly on how malls are a hotspot for break-ins. And with exclusive CCTV footage, we can now show the extent of the cartel. Here now is our Crimes and Investigations reporter, Brian Obuya.
On April 30th, 2020, at the Gateway Mall in Nairobi, two neatly dressed men break into this vehicle in plain sight of unsuspecting security guards. One of the men keeps flashing keys while on a suspected imaginary phone call to create the impression that they own the car. They break into the car at 3:33 p.m., steal whatever they got in just 40 seconds, and leave. The owner of the car arrives 40 seconds later at 3:34 p.m. with zero knowledge about the theft, and he drives away. 40 seconds from being caught is a close call. You may want to think they were lucky. No, they were not. All this while, when the owner of the car was doing his shopping, he was being closely monitored by this man. That is how the racket works. They monitor you constantly, informing the other team of your movements. A minute after the robbery, the man is joined by the other two who were breaking into the car. Together, the trio leaves. A robbery has just taken place. In a separate case, the man with an envelope in his hands is the owner of the car. It is believed he had money in the envelope and had been trailed from an ATM where the cartel pitches camp, masquerading as taxi operators before trailing you. The owner walks to his car to keep the envelope. A suspect follows him, studying his movements using the same tricks of an imaginary phone call. As the owner leaves, the thief somehow breaks the door open and steals the envelope and its contents before disappearing into thin air. The team had turned the Gateway Mall into their operation center until the operation went wrong last Saturday. A trap was laid for them. They were caught and thoroughly beaten by a mob to near death before police rescued the two men and a woman. As they were being beaten for robbery at the Gateway Mall, at Kayole Police Station, detectives were investigating a case of motor vehicle theft in which crooks were registering stolen vehicles under the chassis number of written-off motor vehicles. What detectives did not know is that the men being roughed up are the same ones whose photos were with police and were being sought for this crime. Under the scheme, the syndicate buys a written-off vehicle, mounts the stolen vehicle onto its chassis, enabling them to register the vehicle and sell it. Sources who continue to talk to our investigations unit have intimated that these crooked operations are happening in Nairobi's Kariobangi estate and at a popular garage in Ngara. Police have in custody people suspected of being behind these crimes: Charles Mulwa Nzomo, Rawlings Ayo Obuya, Vicky Were Odundo, Stephen Otieno Ojambo, Frederick Omondi Otieno, and Perry Kawira Kinyati, described as the smart criminals living lavish lives in Nairobi and giving motorists sleepless nights. One of the suspects was arrested with a brand new BMW. Police sources have indicated that most of those previously arrested have been released on police bail only to go back to their business of theft. Their release has been suspected to be influenced by senior police officers who have close ties with the criminals and maybe the crime itself. Brian Obuya, KTN News.
Indeed, a very worrying trend right there, as revealed by our investigative unit, and calling for vigilance.